Hey guys, welcome to another TFL Trail Guide, and today I'm in downtown Boulder with the downtown area being right there. And I brought my friend James. And James, what trail are we doing?
We're doing Switzerland Trail, about 5 miles up in the mountains right there.
All right, and what vehicle are we using?
We're driving a brand new Lexus GX550 Over Trail Plus Edition. This is the top of the line off-roader from Lexus.
And as you know, this is not a test of the car.
Not at all.
More of a exploration, let's call it, of the trail. And we're going to give you a turn-by-turn way where if you are in Denver, which is way over there, and you come to Boulder, you don't have to go deep into the mountains to get on a really cool trail. So James, shall we head on over to the GX? And like I said, we're not really reviewing this, we're just using it for today's trail guide. Where are we at exactly? What's that over there?
So that's the Boulder Justice Center. This is a good parking lot, kind of at the bottom of the canyon here. And this is usually a good place to meet other people if you're running off-roading with a group. Yeah,
what we're going to do is we're going to zero out the odometer. We're going to give you a turn-by-turn way of getting there. So let's jump in the car and let's hit the trail, my man.
All right.
Boy, this does take a long time to start up. Come on, you can boot up. All right, so this is the new GX, and as you can tell, it has, let's see how many miles we have. I'm going to zoom in on it right here. We've just got 558, so it's brand new. And let's go to the trip, and let's zero that out. So if you leave from the intersection of, that's Broadway up there, and this is Canyon. So Broadway and Canyon, which is pretty much downtown, and then you head west, you'll hit the Justice Center where we're at, and that's zero on the odometer. And then you head up Boulder Canyon. So shall we hit the road, my man?
Let's go.
All right, so this, guys, is the Justice Center. And if you've been following the trail guides I've been doing over the last several weeks, you know that we've done first Webster Pass, then Deer Creek, and then Argentine Pass. And the great thing about the Switzerland Trail is it's relatively easy to get to and a relatively easy trail to navigate. So you don't necessarily need a high clearance off-road vehicle with low range. Having said that, James, we have all that.
Yeah, so it's going to be a very easy day for us.
Yeah, and that's not bad because sometimes having more capability is better than having less capability. But you could take something like when we have a Jeep Renegade at the office, or maybe a Honda CR-V or a RAV4. Any of those kind of soft roaders will be able to do this trail. You won't be comfortable, but you can certainly do it. Now, what I want to do, James, is you teach off-roading, and there is an obstacle on the Switzerland Trail that makes it challenging, but that you don't have to do. So shall we do it?
I vote yes.
He votes yes because it's not his car.
Yes, not my car.
This one belongs to Lexus, because if it does belong to you, you may want to think about it twice because it can do some trail damage. And then we'll end up in this little mining town called Gold Hill. And why don't you shoot the camera and show them kind of the canyon so that they can see what it looks like when you leave downtown Boulder. So now we're on Canyon, heading west. Like I was saying, we'll end up at Gold Hill, and there is a little general store there that has some of the best pies in Colorado. So I think if they're open, we're going to have to get some pie, dude.
All right.
We're driving up Boulder Canyon, and one of the cool things about Boulder Canyon, of course, is that you've got Boulder Creek. And this is a really great place to go if you just want to have a gentle uphill and see some beautiful scenery. You'll see people on bicycles, you'll see people running, and of course, you'll see people just enjoying the day. Now, James, there are two canyons that will be coming up on our right. What are they called, and which one are we hanging right on?
So we're going to take a right on Sugarloaf Canyon Road. And that's the way to get up to the little town of Sugarloaf. That's kind of in between Boulder and Nederland. And then when we get to the top of Sugarloaf, there's a right-hand turn. It's very well marked. That'll be the right turn to get to the start of Switzerland.
But don't make this mistake, which is easy to do. When you come up here, there'll be the first right is Sunshine Canyon, and that does not go to the Switzerland Trail. So don't take the first right, but take the second right, and we'll show you the mile marker because we're almost to that right turn. I believe it's right past this curve, if I remember right. I did remember right. And right now, we're at 2.3 miles. And I said Sunshine, make that a 4-mile canyon, sorry.
Yeah, do not turn right here.
Do not turn right, yeah. Keep going straight. The Switzerland Trail back in the old days would have taken you up to Netherland, which was a gold, silver, and tungsten mining town. And this road will also take you up there. Unfortunately, the entire Switzerland Trail is no longer drivable. And if you get past the dirt road, which will show you that goes to Gold Hill, it does kind of dead end at a rock slide. So you can't get to Netherland on the Switzerland Trail, but if you did want to go to Netherland, you would go straight here instead of hanging right. Where are we going now?
So now we're taking the right on Sugarloaf. What's our mileage?
Our mileage is, hold on here, 4.7.
4.7.
And this is where it gets very steep.
Snow tires or chains required October through May.
And they're not joking about that.
Nope.
So one of the cool features of this Lexus GX Trail Plus, oh my God, what a long name, is it's got all the bells and whistles. So you can tell we have a heads-up display, which is very handy for letting you know exactly how fast I'm going over the speed limit. But it's also very handy if you don't want to take your eyes off the road, because there will be a lot of bicyclists coming up here, as well as a lot of animals on this trail. I've seen deer, I've seen moose, never seen a bear. How many times have you driven or gone up and down the Switzerland Trail?
Oh, goodness. So we use it every year as an introduction to off-road driving class location. I've probably done this trail 20, 25 times. It's very close to Denver, which is a really nice thing. Also, because it's close to Denver, it's also fairly low elevation. So Argentine Pass that you guys ran last week, Argentine, very high elevation, so the snow doesn't clear up there until pretty late in the season. The farther down you come in elevation, so a trail like this, this is runnable. We usually do that class at the end of April or the first week in May.
Yeah, we do this year-round, so I think I've been on this trail over 100 times now in my life. Mountain biking, dirt biking, wheeling, and there used to be a very good test we ran called Gold Mine Hill, and we'll go by that. And I think because we ran it so much to test various vehicles, it got closed. So I think we're the ones who closed it off. And I feel bad for that because we actually did do trail cleanup, but I feel bad for that because it was a wonderful test of a car's articulation and its off-road prowess, and now we have to go much farther out of our way up to the ironclads, whereas this was literally, right outside of our door. James, so we are almost 9 miles out of Boulder, but we are getting very close to the right turn to get to the Switzerland Trail. Now, there are some things you have to remember when you do make this right turn, such as...
Well, first off, it's very well marked from a signage perspective, so it's pretty hard to miss the turn, which is a nice thing. But the next thing, for about the next half mile as we make this right turn, it is a residential area, so you want to make sure, take it slow, don't kick up a lot of dust, watch for people walking on the side of the road, things like that.
But get this, we're already at almost 8,000 feet above sea level, and we left at about 5,000. My watch says we're at 7,874. So we are going to pop above tree line, and if you scan to my left, you will see the mountain peaks of Colorado, and they still have a lot of snow on them. And then if you move the camera to your right, you will see the sign for the Switzerland Trail, and you can kind of zoom in on it using that phone. Yeah, there you go, nice.
There we go.
And notice the big fire band.
Yep.
Please, please, please pay attention to that. You want to zoom out now?
Yep.
Thank you. And 20 miles an hour, it is a residential zone. And as you can tell, the fire has come through here, as you can tell by all those trees that are kind of withered and died up top. I don't know how long ago it was, but there was certainly, there's probably been a fire through every place in Colorado at some point.
So because this is a local trail and because it's fairly on the easy side, it does get a good bit of traffic. So just make sure to remember your basic off-roading rules when you're in traffic. Uphill typically has the right of way. That's because it's a lot harder for somebody heading uphill to stop and get started again than it is for somebody coming downhill. Also, too, that's not a hard and fast rule. So if you're uphill and you're one truck and you run into a group of 5 trucks that are coming downhill, it's easier for you to pull over and get out of their way than it is for them to find 5 spots to get out of your way.
Good tip, James. The other thing I like about the Switzerland Trail, not just that it's close to Denver and Boulder, but it's, like you said, open almost all year round. Having said that, I did get a Raptor stuck up here in the winter.
Oh,
and I did get a Range Rover Sport stuck up here in the winter. So there will be times in January and February where it does get completely snowed in under, and you'll be tempted to drive. Let me show them something else that's pretty cool. You'll be tempted to drive on it, but don't, unless you want to get towed out of here. And now if I zoom in, right there is the ski hill of Eldora. Can I see it now? I can't see it on this. What happened to it? It disappeared. You see, I just saw Eldora, James.
it's just to the left of that, that bright snow spot.
So let me zoom in again, and it's there's my finger. It's right to the left of that spot. I have it focused, and that's the closest ski area to Denver, because it's just outside of Netherlands. But we're not going there today. We're going up this hill.
If you talk to our friend Eric, they do a lot of recoveries up here.
Yeah, who does Eric work for? What's the...
So Eric owns Sierra Mechanica. He does off-road training. He helps our club with a lot of off-road training stuff. Eric also does a lot of stuff for Colorado 4x4 Rescue and Recovery.
Turn the camera on me, would you?
Sure, yeah.
And then if you guys... We just got an email from one of our Patreon. Like I say, you just want to go slowly through it because there's a lot of people that come up and down this... Well, it's a trail, but it's really a driveway for people. We just got an email from a bunch of our viewers saying, hey, if I want to come up here, but I'm not confident enough to do it myself. Doesn't Eric do that too? Doesn't he do trail guides?
Yeah. No, Eric does trail training, so he's a professional paid off-road, off-highway trainer.
What's his website?
His company is called Sierra Mechanica, with an A at the end. And if you like, we can put the website in the description for the video.
We can do that. Anyway, as we approach this right turn, we will be at the trailhead for the Switzerland Trail. And the great thing about the trailhead is it's very big. So if you're taking a side-by-side or an ATV, there's usually plenty of parking. As I say that, I'm going to make this turn and it'll be full. No, it should be pretty empty.
This is a great staging spot. When we do our training up here, it's usually 10 or 15 trucks. There's a ton of room up here to park, as you can see.
And then there are different ways that you can hit the Switzerland Trail. This is the easternmost side of it, but you can also go at it from the western side, and we'll show you where that is when we pop out of it. But if you drive through the trailhead, and if you come up here, you might be tempted to go where that stop sign is. Don't. Go where the main road is, which is right there. But let's stop for a second and just show them the trailhead.
Check out that 470. Heck yeah.
Oh, James, you are such a Toyota/Lexus fanboy, aren't you? You are, my man. You'll note we are 10.2 miles from the Justice Center in Boulder. And how long do you think it took us to get up here? Probably 15, 20 minutes?
20 minutes, yeah.
Now, James, we are going to air down. And why are we doing that?
So a couple of things. For harder trails, that's not applicable today. Airing down gives you a larger contact patch on your tires. So it makes it a little easier to climb up harder obstacles. The main reason we're doing it today is for comfort. So it basically gets your tires to act as a second suspension, so you get a lot more squishiness out of your tires.
So let's show me what you're using there.
Yeah, so this is a standard inflator, so normally air goes this way and then into the tire, but I'm using this to basically deflate the tires.
Now, we were just sponsored by Jayco. They sent us 2 of those.
Oh, yeah. Jayco's a member of our club. Yeah, it makes awesome products. Yeah, I have like 3 of these. Yeah,
they're wonderful. And the way they work is you put this on the
I'll show
nozzle here. Why don't you show them how that works? And do you have the latest one where you can actually pull out the little...
I don't.
So the latest version of that pulls out... What's that thing in the center called? You know, the little...
valve stem.
Yeah, it pulls out the valve stem and makes her much quicker airing down.
Yeah. So then what we'll do is we'll hold this down for maybe 10 or 15 seconds. We'll get another measurement to get an idea of how fast this is airing down. So we started off at 38. Now we're at 35. You want to go to about 25 today?
Yeah, 20? I think 25 is good.
25? Okay.
Yeah, the reason we're actually airing down, and James is too kind to say this, is because I have a bad back, and the Switzerland Trail is kind of rocky, and you can have a rather rough ride, even though there's nothing hard on the trail. It just makes for a much more pleasant day out on the trail when you've got squishy tires.
Almost there.
How's it going, dude?
Good. This is our third tire, almost done.
I love the fact that the Lexus now comes with these, what kind are they? Toyo
Open country
Open
ATs.
countries, yeah.
Yep.
You can tell Lexus is serious about going off-road with this version of the GX. Now, they do make less off-roady versions of it, but the Overtrail comes with the big old all-terrain tires. We have rock rails. We also have, let me show you this, we also have a locking center and a rear diff, and then we have various modes, including an off-road mode. So Toyota got serious about actually making an off-road GX, because the previous model, which is parked over there, you can kind of see it hiding, poking out, was being used by people to go off-roading, but it certainly didn't have the approach angle, it didn't have the departure angle, and it didn't have the skid plate that this one has. So if you do bash some rocks, sorry, we'll get out of your way, you'll be able to feel confident in not tearing out the bottom of your truck. James, should we pick a mode?
Off-road. Oh.
There is no off-road mode. What's wrong?
Sport S Plus.
Where's the off-road mode?
I think it's when you go to low.
All right. Let's see if it is when you go to low. So push, and then
So you have to push that down. There you go.
4 low. There we go.
Okay.
4 low. Put it in neutral. Well, it seems like we're turned off stability control. We deactivated a lot of the sensors. We got our incline meter, and we got a bunch of cameras, so maybe it is good to go off-road. And then, yeah, see if there's an off-road mode, MTS.
So that says drive mode unavailable, MTS. Let's
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
See, now we got.
There we go.
Yeah, now
we are rock.
Yes. All right, Lexus, I knew you had it in you. We just had to be in the right mode to get in the right mode. All right, so let's hit the trail. We are probably doing a little bit of overkill here. Why don't you take the camera so I don't crash? Going into, you know, a mode that would be much more suitable for very technical driving. But if we are going to try that one obstacle, it's probably good to be in.
Yes.
Now, James, I never like to go quickly, especially off-road.
Yep.
It just makes the journey about the destination and not the journey. And I like enjoying the drive as opposed to trying to get quickly to get some pies. There's the old Lexus.
Yep.
And you can see that one's been lifted.
I said 470 earlier, but that's actually a 460, so that's my bad.
Yeah. Lifted and
yeah.
Brown's wheel, which is the latest craze, which looks really good.
Towing a couple of dirt bikes.
Yeah.
So he apparently is running on his dirt bikes.
And we're starting right now at about 10.2 miles. You start to hit the trail. And this is, like I said, a really great trail because it's not very technical. So you get all of the fun of going off-road without any of the butt clenchiness.
Yep.
There's a warning sign right here. Which,
food storage. Here, I'll zoom in on it.
You want to zoom in on it?
Yeah. So that's letting you know there are bears in the area. So anything bear related, you need to be on your bear game if you're going to camp up here. There's a lot of camping spots. I'll highlight those as we go on the trail. But yeah, just know that there are bears up here.
Let's do a little bit of trail maintenance. Come on out here for a sec. I want to put this in park.
Okay.
Like, you know, the great thing, I'll take it. Here,
Okay.
I'll take it. The great thing about these trails is that we can all use them, but it does nobody any good for you to leave your beer cans out here.
Oh. Here, I'll get those.
Yeah,
Crush 'em too.
so we'll just clean this up. Here, throw. Yeah, you gonna get them? Here, that's good. So if you're out here and you want to keep this trail open, don't do this. It's just silly. Nice work, James.
Yep.
Let's throw those in the back and then we can continue on the Switzerland Trail. And we just met a trail ranger.
Erica from U.S. Forest Service.
Yeah,
Yep.
from the U.S. Forest Service. And the one thing about being so close to a relatively big city of Boulder is you will find people out here patrolling, especially on the holidays and weekdays. So it is a good idea to obey the rules of the road. And speaking of the rules of the road, let me show them the sign. What are the rules of the road, James?
So where we are, there's lots of bears. So if you're going to camp up here, make sure that you take care of storing your waste. You usually want to hang a trash bag up in a tree somewhere that the bear, has a little trouble getting to. Otherwise, they will get into your trash cans and tear it up.
And speaking of rules of the road, there is one rule that is very helpful, and that is if you're part of a convoy. And you tell me what you just did with Lexus and Toyota, and then I'll tell you what that rule is. So tell me about your rodeo.
Yeah, so I help run, me and a few friends, we help run a big event in Ouray, Colorado every year. It's called the Rocky Mountain Toyota Roundup. This year we had 166 trucks, just over 300 people. We do catered dinners every night, but we do 3 days of trail runs. And the nice part, we have trained trail leaders. So for people that aren't from around here, that haven't driven on this kind of terrain before, we have trained trail leaders that can basically walk them through how to drive on the trails.
That's great. And the rule of the road that I was talking about is he just demonstrated it. Why don't you?
Oh, did he do the hand signals?
Yeah, he did the hand signal.
Oh, excellent. Yeah.
So what does this mean, James?
That means that person is the last person in their group.
Except he wasn't.
Except he wasn't.
Except he should have done that.
Yeah. So he should have done a one. Yeah.
One more behind me. Yeah.
One more behind him.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And then when you're the last person, then you hold up your fists
Yep.
to indicate that there's nobody else behind you. Then that's a good rule of the road to know, because, like you said before, if you're pulling over and you've got the right of way because you're going uphill, but there's 5 trucks coming downhill, then it's good for them or for you to know that there's 4 more behind them, and so you can pull over as opposed to them pulling over.
And there's so many blind corners here. I mean, you can see how far up the trail that we can see here. There's so many blind corners that there's no way that you're going to see the entire group coming at you. So that's why people use the hand signals.
And you can tell. I'll take the camera. I'll put it out the window here, so you can kind of tell how rocky, and I would say unforgiving. That's a bad word. Let's take 2. Okay. And you can kind of tell the nature of the trail right here. There are little puddles, but for the most part, it's just these little. What do you call the little rocks that stick out? There's a name for those.
I don't know.
You don't know? I caught you. Something heads, where you've got this set of just little rocks that poke out, and so it does make for a rather bumpy ride, as you can tell.
Yep.
And so it's nice to be aired down because it's much more cushy and much more fun, and then you don't get as much head bob. And there's a weird thing that happens. Why don't you point the camera at me?
Sure.
Because I'm driving and I have the ability to hold on to the steering wheel, and so I feel like I have a lot more control, whereas you, my man, right, you get that. And the nice thing about this new GX is, guess how many handholds they put in? There's one here, there's one there,
and
there's 4 more. So you'll note that the trail to our left here, and now we are at mile 10.6, is closed. And that, my man, right there was Gold Mine Hill.
Ah, okay.
So that's where we did a lot of our testing. And it was very short, and it was very close to Boulder, so for video purposes, it was just ideal. But we would not only do a lot of testing up there, but we would also see people camping, and then at some point there was somebody living up there out of their car. And so maybe it wasn't our fault. I'm hoping that maybe it was, here you go. Okay. Maybe it was the fact that people were living out of it, and there was kind of this defunct gold mine or silver mine up there, and I think that potentially could have been dangerous. I don't know. There's tailings piles everywhere. But let's do this. Let's roll some music. I'll take the camera and we'll kind of show them what the Switzerland Trail looks like.
All right.
And we're not too far away from the obstacle. James, we're at almost 11 miles out of Boulder, and this is where the word Boulder is very appropriate, wouldn't you say?
Here's a spot which, as long as you pick the right line through this, it's not that bad. So you can see, requires a little bit of ground clearance to get over those rocks, but it's not too bad. It's staying mostly level through it.
Here, why don't you walk along with me and show kind of what it looks like? I think the takeaway here is this is why you want to air down, and this is why you want to have all-terrain tires. Because you don't want to pinch one, you don't want to have to change a flat. And here comes a side-by-side. I think here comes that Ranger, so I'm going to move over and let him pass me.
Copy. In cases like this where you've got faster traffic coming from behind you, we usually let them go. Thanks, guys.
So what was the Switzerland Trail?
So Switzerland Trail, back in the late 1800s, this was actually a rail line. So to get people and ores, the various ores they were mining up here, to get them out of the mountains, they created this rail bed. And they ran a rail line down this. If I remember right, I think it ran until 1930s or 1940s.
Yeah, so they mined, I think it was gold, silver, and then eventually tungsten in Caribou, which is way up there. And then I think they brought it down to Netherlands and then eventually down to Boulder. And the important thing about a train trestle, which this was, is a train can't go up very steep hills.
Right.
So I'm sure you train buffs know what percentage of grade a train can go up and down. But what that means is that there's nothing really super steep here that you have to worry about, except for the upcoming obstacle, which is just something you can try for fun. And what does this obstacle teach us, James, before we get to it and we damage this Lexus 550? And I believe if you look in the, how much is this? Let's just look in the, there's a Monroney in the glove box.
Let's
see how much this bad boy is.
70, no, sorry, 84,575. So yes, we're about to take this vehicle on that obstacle. So what
Lexus, just write to yourfault@james.com and ignore the fact that you know I signed this out and I'm the one who's responsible for it.
So what we use this obstacle for, so I use this obstacle every year for beginner training. What we use this obstacle for is, and we've actually used this obstacle before when we did Grant's build on his 4Runner, the 4Runner to Pro Runner series. What this obstacle is great for, if you've never done a lot of off-road, if you haven't done a lot of off-roading, this obstacle looks like the hardest thing you've ever seen. Like, it's not a curb in a parking lot. Like, it's five and a half feet tall. You know, it's really hard to kind of see the way that you would drive up it. And what we like to show people is your vehicle, all of your vehicles, right? If you're just in a RAV4 or a Subaru or anything out here, all of your vehicles are usually more capable than most people think. And that's what we use that obstacle to show, is that a stock FJ or a stock 4Runner can usually go up it without high centering. The longer wheelbase vehicles, the Tacomas, the Tundras, they tend to have a high centering problem at the top. But the idea is to demonstrate to people that, you know, just if you see something, if you see an obstacle, your vehicle is usually pretty capable of doing it. Then it's just a question of how do you as the operator, what line do you pick, what traction technology do you use while you're trying to climb the obstacle.
And look, we did interview the chief engineer of this, and he said that he designed this to go off-roading. We do have cladding, we have rock rails, so I'm feeling somewhat confident giving it a shot. What I'm not super psyched about is that this vehicle only has 9.8 inches of ground clearance, which is about the same as any Subaru, and that may not be enough to go and break over the top of this thing, but let's find out. But before we do that, I want to show you something else. You can see the Switzerland Trail kind of loping its way around the mountain, and then if we zip around here, you can see it's just beautiful scenery. And then if I zoom in, right there is Boulder, and there is the GX in hearing aid beige. I'm sure that's not the official color.
Not the official color.
But what did you say about it?
I said that's my next off-road vehicle.
You want to buy the thing?
I love this thing. I love the powertrain for up here at elevation. My 4Runner struggles to drive on the interstate. Yeah, this vehicle is amazing. I'm just thrilled to be here today.
All right, Lexus. Before we wreck your car, just note that we just sold one. TFL just sold one, so, you know, call it a wash, right?
It all evens out.
It all evens out. Before we break, when we sold one, that's the way we roll. Yeah. All right, let's do this. I'll turn it around.
Okay.
You film me so people can take a look at it, see how it's articulating. And then you film me going up the Rivian stopper.
All right.
And sorry for all your Rivian fans out there. Your quad motor pickup truck. It was a pickup truck, or was it?
It was the pickup truck, and it was a sample size of 1. So I feel we may be unfair to the brand.
So maybe we should call it the Rivian T-stopper.
Yeah, R1 T-stopper.
R1 T-stopper. That's an inside joke, huh? R1 T-stopper. And once again, there's a nice campsite up here. It's amazing how far you go from Boulder, just, what, 11 miles, and you're kind of out in the middle of nowhere, you know?
Yeah.
This will be a good warm-up. How's it doing?
Pretty good.
You know what?
Actually, back up and let's take you more to the left.
You got it.
So I'm gonna put your passenger right here on this edge.
Yep.
And that'll drop your driver's side off. So yeah, come hard, driver. Yeah, come hard, driver. Coming up, coming up. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Stay, driver. Stay, driver. Yeah, there you go. Got a nice tilt to it.
James, that looks like it's going to break stuff.
That's why we have rock sliders.
All right. Since you're not the one that's going to be calling Lexus,
Okay.
just if we're going to, like, you know, do some serious damage, let me know.
Yeah.
But I will trust you, my man.
The low spots on this truck that we're seeing are in here. I'll show you on the video here. The low spots are right here. So if we're going to hit anything, that's what we're going to hit first. So if you want to go ahead and line it up, you can back it up and then come this way and left.
Let me lock my rear diff.
Okay.
Because I'm going to have to do.
You got two lockers.
I'm going to lock my center diff.
Yeah.
Try it again. I'm going to lock my center diff. And I'm going to rock.
It usually flashes until it engages.
Yeah, it's flashing.
Okay.
Yeah, and it didn't engage.
Okay.
System unavailable. It won't lock the rear.
Huh. Maybe we're in one of the wrong modes, maybe?
Drive mode. Maybe we got out when I stopped the car.
It was under MTS.
All right. Yeah. So it's an auto, so let me put it in rock.
Okay.
Okay, now we're back in rock. This is why you don't want to turn the car off. And manufacturers, just don't have the car reset, please.
Yeah.
All right, let me try locking it again. I'm in neutral, trying to lock it.
No? Okay. Well, the center locker may be enough.
No.
No?
Not for this option. Let me back up.
Okay.
Put it flat. Why does it? It could be because it's.
Oh, because it's not flat?
Yeah, it could be because it's not flat. All right. Guys, we just got this vehicle from Toyota, so we're kind of learning from Lexus. We're kind of learning as you are. Yeah, it just. Uh-oh, I got the center lock,
just
James.
Heard something go click.
And
heard something go click. Did that get it?
That was the center.
Oh, all right.
But it's trying to lock. It's blinking red. Here, let me show you.
Okay.
Plus, these are so tiny. It's right there.
Ah, so the center diff has to lock first before it'll lock the rear?
But this one's just blinking, and it's not locking.
Yeah, you have to move. Yeah, you have to move, and it'll click.
Let me try moving and see if it locks.
Yeah, drive a little bit.
Okay. Why is this so complicated, James?
Well, because the gears have to align.
Well, I just moved, and
it hasn't done it yet. Yeah, you might try reverse then.
Should I swing a dead chicken over my head 4 times?
Maybe a little left, right.
When do I break out the chicken, James? It locked.
Hey, all right.
Thank you, the gods of Lexus.
I told you. Hold on. The chicken's in here.
Okay,
we were 2 seconds away from chicken time.
All right. All right. Let's see if we can make it up this thing.
All right, so I'm going to spot you close on the front right. I think that's where we're going to hit if we hit anywhere.
You know what? All the comments are going to be like, you guys don't know how to off-road, or I could off-road my Civic better than that. And you know what? This is real world.
Yeah, that's real world.
Yeah, we don't hide the blemishes.
Yeah.
All right.
Got a 100 series coming up the trail. Okay, come passenger. Come passenger. All right, back driver. Yeah, there you go.
This is where the dramatic music comes up.
All right.
And we have a spectator.
All right, passenger.
Look, spectator, show him.
How's it going?
Show him. Turn the camera, James. There you go.
You want to hang? You're going to hang out. We're about to climb this obstacle. Yeah, and come on up. You got about 6 feet.
All right.
5. Yeah, good line. Okay, hold on. Let me look at your other side just to make sure you're okay.
Okay. I'm going to 2-foot this dude.
Okay. So this side, I need you this way about 6 inches. So yeah, come passenger and then roll up.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just want to make sure that we're not going to hit anything on this side. Yeah, come forward. Come forward. Yeah, keep coming. Keep coming. Okay, hold. That's good. So you're good on the driver's side. So now let me switch back to passenger.
Now I'm two-footing it, so basically I'm using the brake and the accelerator at the same time, which gives you a little bit more control. So I've got braking with my left foot.
So bring your tire back, driver. There you go. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Now come forward, and this is where we're going to see if you hit the bumper. Come forward.
So now we're doing approach angle testing.
Come on up. Slow, nice and slow, nice and slow. Nice and slow. Yeah, you're not going to hit. You're on the tire now.
All right.
Yeah, you're coming up it. Yeah, you're coming up it. Come a little, passenger. Yeah, keep coming as you roll, little passenger. There you go. There you go. Stay on it. Yeah, stay on it. Stay on it. Okay, hold on. I'm going to reposition to above you.
Okay.
Dude, I think we got... Oop,
Don't fall, dude.
I think we got this.
All right. That'd be great. I would be much impressed by this GX. Because I am now almost, well, it's telling me 30 degrees, but...
All right, so now what you're going to do...
Yep.
As you come up this, in about 2 feet, you're going to start to roll driver.
Uh-huh. And
what we're going to do is I'm showing on the video, we're going to put your driver's side tire right here on this little ridge and try to stay out of that hole.
There's a guy taking pictures of me, James. That's not pressure, dude. Don't worry about it. I'm okay.
That's independent confirmation.
All right, good.
Okay, so come driver and roll forward real slow.
All right, here we go. This is where the locker...
More driver. There you go.
This is where the locker is really going to help.
Good line. More driver. Good line. Yeah, stay on it. Yeah, you're up. Stay on it. Go. You're on it. You're up. Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah.
Oh, one hit.
A little bit of scrape.
A little bit of scrape.
Right.
Oh, woo! Winner.
Folks, stock. Brand new GX550 on our training obstacle. Conquered it like it was nothing.
Oh, yeah, that was... Now I see why you want this truck, James.
Yeah.
Woo! And you know what? It's all up to a man like James there, because it really is about line choice. It really is.
Yeah.
And where did we hit?
Somewhere underneath in the middle.
Oh, that's okay. We got cladding. Yeah, we ran over the fire pit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice, dude.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
I think it's time to do a little bit more trail guiding and a little bit less off-roading, but I really appreciate that. That was wonderful. Do you want to try it? You going to try it?
You want to try it? I can spot you. No, dude,
really?
You can do it, man. We just, Yep.
Look, I just did it in an 80. Well, we'll tow you. Well, we don't have a tow rope. Do you have a tow rope?
No. Yeah.
We'll tow you back.
Dude, come on, man. You can do it. No, you can do it. We'll get you up it. So I train.
Hey, enough. Yep. We don't want to force the guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he does train people.
I train on this obstacle every year.
I don't have a spare tire with me either. So.
Yeah. Are you aired down?
A little bit.
Okay.
I'm at 23, which I'll be
yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah,
We're 25.
Yeah, 2025 is fine.
Yeah.
You could do this.
I know.
If you wanted to. Okay. All right. All right. No
Where
problem.
are you from?
Connecticut.
Oh, you are far from home.
Yeah.
He's from Connecticut. Yeah. Well, anyway, welcome to Colorado.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for taking pictures. Oh, nice. Enjoy. This is a great trail.
Well, if you have any problems, these guys will recover you for free.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so you can give them for free.
Yeah. There's a group of volunteers that do recoveries, and then when you get to the end of Switzerland Trail, you'll hit a dirt road.
Yeah.
Hang a right. You'll get to the town of Gold Hill.
Okay.
And there's a general store. Excellent pies.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, have fun. So James has started an impromptu clinic here on the Switzerland Trail, helping people negotiate.
Okay, back passenger. Keep going back.
The obstacle.
Yeah, keep going back.
As we're now calling the R1T breaker, right?
The R1T breaker. I'm so sorry. I hope my friend doesn't watch this with the Rivian. Okay, now you're gonna come straight forward, and then you're gonna turn right before you get here, and that'll get you lined up. Yeah, come on forward. Yep, come forward. All right, passenger. There you go. There you go. Yep, more passenger. There you go. More passenger. There you go. All right, hold up. Now lock it as much as you want.
And now we have a Bronco with the Badlands package attempting the same R1T breaker.
Y'all locked up? Okay.
You got a front locker on that thing? Yeah, lock that up too. Front and back are locked.
All right. So here's the thing, nice and slow. We're not going fast. We're not bouncing it, not bumping it, not anything like that. Nice and slow. Yeah. All right, so as you start to roll, come a little passenger as you start to roll. Come on forward. Passenger. There you go. Passenger. There you go. There you go. All right, come on up. Nice and slow. All right, hold on. Stop. Okay, now you're gonna come driver. So you're on top. We're gonna ride that ridge here. Yeah, so start to roll nice and slow and then come driver. Driver, more driver. There you go. Okay, stop. Okay, now come back a little passenger. Okay, just stay on the throttle and come on up. You're up. Hold on. Let him get in position. There you go. All right, yeah, coming up. You're up. Yeah, stay on it. Just stay on the gas. Go. Whoa, there you go. You're up.
Nice work. Nice work.
Nothing to it.
I can't believe you did.
Are we charging for this, James?
No, not today.
Not today?
So that little clank you hit, so you came a little, and it's on me, you came a little far left. Okay. So you hit the bottom of this, okay. But it's fine. It's all underneath, so you're good. Go ahead and unlock, turn all your lockers off. And there you go. You're out.
Sweet.
Good job, man.
Nice work, gentlemen.
James.
James, thank you. You got a card for your class?
I don't actually. Sorry.
You have the rescue card?
I only have the one. Okay. I gave it away. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
What's it called? Do you like a website or?
So it's for Toyotas. Sorry.
It's perfect for you then.
Yeah.
Where are you guys from?
Three of us live in Denver.
Nice.
Some of us are visiting.
All right.
Okay.
Well, enjoy the day, guys. We did do really well at this, didn't we?
We did. And that front right corner.
Let's go to the trail so people can see it.
Yeah. So that front right corner back there on that obstacle, that's where I thought we were going to hit. And it got really close, probably a couple, 3 inches, but truck made it up. I was really surprised.
Yeah, and that Bronco has front and rear lockers. So not that this is any less off-road worthy, but there's an inverse correlation between how much a vehicle costs and how off-road worthy it is. Have you noticed that? In other words, the more it costs, the less off-road worthy in the owner's mind it becomes.
Right.
We've got a train of people following us now.
All right.
Yeah, this is for all you Toyota fanboys. Why don't you show them the mirror?
Sure.
You got a 4Runner?
There's that. Here, I'll show it back this way.
Okay, yeah.
So so that 4Runner and Bronco that ran into us on that obstacle, those guys are following us now.
And the Land Cruiser.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people just come out here because it's a good beginner trail and it feels like you're never that far from civilization, so you won't be eaten by wolves and bears should you break down.
Right.
Having said that one guy with the Land Cruiser was worried, but he was from Connecticut.
Yeah. That's all right. Next year. Yeah.
James, we are exactly 14.1 miles down from Boulder, or maybe I should say up from Boulder. And why do we start rolling the camera here?
So we're coming up on the town of Sunlight. And this is all private property through here, so be polite to the locals as you drive through.
And you're entering it because there's a satellite dish.
That guy is still getting HBO for free.
No, he's not. There's a tree in front of him. But what's important is this is kind of the halfway point, and then there is a road that comes through Sunlight, so we do want to show you the intersection because you want to stay on the Switzerland Trail. And I do want to point out a pretty important trail that we used to use quite often for our truck and low-range SUV off-road testing, and that's right there. And there's a sign that says private property.
Pennsylvania Gulch.
But it's not. There's a house up there, and this trail is public. So Pennsylvania Gulch, you want to zoom in on that sign so you can show it?
Sure. Yeah.
What happens here in Colorado is a lot of people even sometimes put up chains because they have a cabin in the back. But this is a trail. It's a trail that you can go up. And I would not recommend going up that trail in anything without a low range. Once again, it gets steep and deep. I'm turning that into a cliche pretty quickly, but it
water runoff on that trail too. That's a real bad one because the water
comes down.
In the snow melt in the spring, the water comes down on the trail, so it erodes it real bad. Yeah.
And then if you do decide to do that trail, when you get to the top and you hit the dirt road, hang a left, and that takes you back to the trailhead of the Switzerland Trail.
Yeah.
So let's show them the town of Sunlight, and I have a little story about this town of Sunlight.
Okay.
When I was doing a lot of dirt biking, I came through here with my neighbor, and this dog comes running out of one of these houses, and I think, keep in mind, we're just riding through on a motorcycle, right?
Yep.
And comes running through here, and he attempted to jump and tackle my neighbor on his motorcycle.
Whoa.
Yeah, so my neighbor sticks out his leg,
Okay.
as you would, right, to keep a dog from jumping on you. And the dog jumps on his leg and just clamps onto his toe.
Wow.
Yeah, and now he's dragging the dog along on his motorcycle. And luckily, he was wearing motorcycling boots.
Right.
And motorcycling boots are, especially motocross boots, right? They're built so that you can hit a rock or something at 20 miles an hour.
Okay.
And not break your toe. So this dog is really biting into basically what's a steel-toed boot. It's not, but it's basically, right?
Yeah.
And so he didn't care. He was like, this dog is just hanging off. So now we're dragging him down this trail, and he's afraid to stop because that dog is maybe going to latch onto something that's, you know, much more sensitive than a motorcycling boot. And eventually the dog let go and kind of wandered back to town. But that was certainly one of the more hilarious moments of my motorcycling adventures with my buddy. Now, this is the dirt road.
Yep.
And as you see right there,
Zoom in on that.
is the sign for the Switzerland Trail. So you just kind of cross the road here.
Yep.
And then you head up the hill. And if you go down there,
We're going left.
that'll take you back down to Sugarloaf Canyon.
Yep.
And back to Boulder eventually. But we're going left.
We're going left.
And here the Switzerland Trail gets kind of a little bit more narrow.
Yep. Yeah, this is definitely the less traveled half
Yes.
of the trail.
So people usually come down here to Sunlight and then hang a right and go back down to Sugarloaf. But this is also a very nice part of the trail. And if you're on a dirt bike, here's where it gets a lot of fun. Or a mountain bike or something with two wheels, because you can go quite a bit quicker than we are, which is 11 miles an hour. And keep in mind, there are a lot of blind curves, as you can see right here. So you never want to go quickly around a blind curve because there could be somebody like myself on a motorcycle 25 years ago who was less cautious in his young age. But once again, it's a train trestle, so there's nothing steep here. There's nothing overly challenging unless you want to do the R1T. I keep calling it Breaker Killer. James, we are at 17.7 miles from Boulder down the Switzerland Trail, and there seems to be a chimney of some sorts straight ahead of us. What the heck is that?
Looks like a fireplace for an old lodge.
It does.
But it's also a great picnic spot. There's a couple of tables there, so we're gonna pull in there and sit down for a second.
If you look over here, guys, I'm going to zoom in right there, and I'll zoom out again. That is where we drove. That's the Switzerland Trail. And we came all the way around and then around back here, and then we got over here.
So the days that we run our intro class here too, this is also where we air up. So
There's some people with TRD Pro 4Runner. Look at that.
2020, first year of the green.
Army green. I know that. That's a
love
beautiful
that
color.
color.
That is a really good color. Now, the next stop along the route, James, is where we do our soft roader testing. Since we can't go up Gold Hill anymore, Gold Mine Hill, we have relocated to what we call Tombstone Hill. Why do you think it's Tombstone Hill?
There's a lot of old vehicles buried up there.
No, there's a tombstone.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I remember that at the top.
There's a tombstone at the very, very tippy top of it. But what we could do is we could take the GX up there, and you can maybe shoot me while I go up, and you can show the vehicle conquering the hard trail. There's a truth or dare part of it, and we always like to go up the dare part with these vehicles. So what we'll do is we'll head up there and we'll see how the GX performs. And I know this isn't a review of the GX per se, but a review of the trail. Oh, you can really see the Switzerland Trail down here. Speaking of which, there you go. Look at it. Oh, its glory down there. I'm going to zoom in. There it is. We just came up that. And you can actually see the entire Switzerland Trail, because not only do you see it there, but you can see this part. And over here was, somewhere over there was where we did the R1T killer. And then down in the valley down there is Sunlight.
It's actually over there. Look, right over there. You see where the trail splits?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can actually see it from up here. We've been driving. How long would you say? It's noon right now. We left Boulder, what, around 10-ish?
Around 9:45,
Yeah.
9:30,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
So this isn't exactly, this is a nice half a day.
Yeah.
And then if Gold Hill General Store is open, we'll get a nice little treat. This is really the only place right here, if you look down,
Yeah.
where it becomes a little shelf roady.
Yeah.
So right there, you can kind of see you could kind of go off the trail and perhaps do some damage, but I've never heard of anybody actually going off this trail. So I wouldn't be too worried about that. All right, here we are at Tombstone Hill. If you've been watching TFL videos, you know that this has now become our kind of go-to test hill for any kind of soft roader.
They might be going on. Nope.
They're going past.
Copy.
And what I mean by soft roader, I mean like RAV4, CRV, Bronco Sport. So, James, let's do this. These mics don't have a huge range, but if you get out here, can you see that bush over there?
On the left?
Yeah, so if you go right, truth, left there.
Okay.
So don't go past that bush.
Okay.
And then I'll drive by, and then you can kind of show them what this thing looks like when it's going up this.
Cool.
But I don't expect any struggle.
Okay.
But we'll never know.
Okay.
I'll take the hard line.
All right.
All right, so walk with me right
Okay.
now, and you see where those big boulders are?
Yep, got it.
That's where I'm going to go hard on purpose.
All right.
So the easy way here, James, would be it stay to the left
Okay.
of this trail. But if you want to test your vehicle, go to the right. And there is a rock there that I could potentially hit, so I'm going to need you to spot me.
Okay.
You see it there in front of my right wheel? Yeah, that
Yeah.
one. That one I could potentially
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah, you're good.
How am I doing?
Yeah, stay straight. Stay straight.
Thank you.
Yep. Yep, good line. Good line. Yeah, you're going to come up now. Come a little passenger. Passenger. There you go.
Yeah, this thing is just not caring. Oh, I got a little bit of wheel spin just for a split second. All right, you're back in. So this, of course, made easy work of this trail. It's a test we do for soft roaders and not something like this. But I am really impressed by how sorted this GX is right from the box. And the reason I'm showing you this trail is because if you guys come up here, and if you keep going that way, and I'm not going to go up there, that eventually leads to a tomb. That's why we call it Tombstone Hill. And I don't know whose tomb that is, but it is up there. But it is a good test of your vehicle. So if you want to try something a little bit fun that's not as hard as the R1T killer, that might be something you could do. And this is the truth part of that trail that we're going down now. And once again, this vehicle is not going to struggle whatsoever with it. It is getting a little torn up from when we first got here, and that could be our fault, or it could also be a lot of people come up and try it themselves.
It's real sandy here too, so that the sand is pretty bad for erosion.
Yeah, it does tear it up a little bit. We are almost at the end, my man,
All right.
of the Switzerland Trail. And so we're going to get to a dirt road, and we'll show that to you next. But I think pies might be on the menu.
Airing up and then pie.
Airing up and then pie.
All right.
All right, James, you know how I was saying that you don't need a hardcore off-roader to come on the Switzerland Trail? What more can I say than a Lexus IS parked with Starlink?
With Starlink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right here at the entrance, the backside of the Switzerland Trail. How funny is that? Now, I'm not sure he'd want to go up that little Tombstone Hill we just tried.
Right.
But look, you could certainly come through here.
In all fairness, that was probably the all-wheel drive version of the IS.
Yes. with 4.5 inches of ground clearance.
Right.
Or whatever it has.
Yeah. So this is what they drove over.
Yeah. This is kind of fun in the winter because when the snow starts to melt, you do get nice little puddles here.
Yep.
Oh, it's a little bouncy.
A little bouncy.
It's a little bouncy. It's gotten a little bounced up. Are these big
whoopty-doos?
Whoopty-doos?
Yeah, dirt bikers probably love it.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting a lot of head bob. Do those eventually turn into washboards, you think? Is that how washboards start out? Well, let's keep rolling because we're almost at the end here. You can see the dirt road. It's right there. We're at 18.8 miles. So maybe 20 miles from Boulder. You pop out. And here's what is interesting. Like I said, the Switzerland Trail does keep going, and then you will eventually hit some of our more hard off-road obstacles that we use to test. There's the first one you'll come upon is Cliffhanger 1.0, and we used to use that quite a bit. It's very steep, very bouldery, until I snapped the drive shaft on a Ram 1500, our Rebel, and I had to back it up the trail, which is no fun. Because it's so steep that what ends up happening is the steering wheel has no effect because the weight of it just drags the truck back. And that was probably the most butt-clenchy 45 minutes of my life. So ever since then, we've decided that was too dangerous because there's also rollover opportunities. And then if you keep going farther, you get to Cliffhanger 1.0, where we took our Subaru, it must be now 14 or 15 years ago, and Subaru banned us because we got a little trail. I wouldn't even call it damage. It was just a little bit of scratching on the paint because it does get kind of overgrown there. Yep. And here's a good place to air up right here at the trailhead.
It's also a bus stop.
It's a bus stop, yeah. Yeah, now you can tell. And you can see right there where the bicyclist is. Yep. That's where the trail continues, but eventually you will be forced to turn around. All right, shall we air up?
Yeah, let's air up.
We're going to use Thor's Lightning to air up. This is a company that sponsored us. Was it last year or 2 years ago now?
Last year, yeah. They're out of Wheat Ridge.
You know what? These guys do a great compressor. We'll show you how it works. And, they stopped sponsoring us. I think the problem with a lot of these compressors is you can buy them on Amazon for nothing. But this is certainly a case of you get what you pay for. And Thor's Lightning does a great job because not only is it one of the fastest compressors I've ever experienced, and we use the ARB one as well. Battery's going to be hidden under one of these, I'm thinking. Maybe this one? I think it's that one. Pop that guy open. It could be this one.
It was in the back on the Land Cruiser.
Well, let's find out. We will learn together, James.
Aha! So what I didn't bring today was the 4-tire inflator setup, so I just have my single tire set up.
We used it the other day.
Oh, you did? That's right.
When we went up, you weren't with us, but when we went up Kingston Peak, we used it to fill up the Bronco.
So this particular version from Thor's Lightning, the cool thing is you can set the tire pressure.
Yeah, you want to show them how you do that?
Yeah, so it's on the front here. So you power it on. So you set the pressure that you want it to be. And then it runs automatically. So here, we'll get it plugged into this first guy.
And you might be wondering, why do we have to air up? Because
we air down.
Because we air down. Because you don't want to roll a tire going on the highway.
So we're about to be back on a road that's going to be about a 40-mile-an-hour road. So so at this point, being aired down is a liability.
Yeah, you could roll a tire off the bead, which would be bad.
Okay, so let me check. 40. There we go. We're at 40, and then you hit the power button. There it goes.
And we'll just let it roll. We'll show you how quickly this thing works. And the great thing is, you don't have to check. It'll just air it up to whatever you set it to.
Yeah. So it does a short test cycle at the beginning to figure out how fast it's inflating. So it runs for maybe 30 seconds and then gets a measurement. And now it's doing the calculation. And it says, okay, if I'm filling it up this fast, now I need to run this long. And now it's going to run solid until almost the very end. And it'll shut off, check it, and then finish it up.
And the great thing when you're not rolling on 40s like a truck or 37s or 38s is it will fill up rather quickly.
Oh yeah. This compressor I think is 10.2 cubic feet CFM, which is one of the fastest ones I've ever seen.
Yeah, because when you're looking forward to pie,
right?
standing around waiting for the compressor to air up all 4 tires. Candy.
You're playing up the pie very much.
Yeah, can be frustrating, but you know what? With video, I think it's done. We won't. No. Almost.
38 already.
All right. With video, we won't bore you with the other 3 tires, but we will then see if the little general store is open. So about 90 seconds, James. To fill up?
It's about 90 seconds.
Yeah,
I mean, they'll have the timestamp on the video, so yeah. I freaking love this thing.
Oh, I love it too. Yeah. We'll probably do a link in the description below if you
Yeah.
want to get yourself one. Much better. Certainly, you can go to Amazon and get a compressor for less. I want to say these cost what, 400, 500 bucks, something like that.
So this one with the digital thing on the front, I think last time I checked was like $289.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay,
not bad at all.
Yeah. Best $289 you can spend. Wahoo! We're all aired up, James. So that was very quick. And now, if you're wondering where we're going next, so I'm just going to walk this and show you. For back of a better term, this is a bus stop. So when you come out over here on the bus stop area, you can go either left, which eventually takes you to the peak-to-peak highway. You can go straight, which will take you to Cliffhanger 1.0 and 2.0, or you can go right, which is where we're going to go, to Gold Hill and to the general store. This is also a good place to go out of low range. So let's make sure we're no longer in low range. We are not. And this is interesting. Off-roading does use up more fuel. 12.7 mpg. James, 12.7 mpg.
12.7?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I know. I think. Oh, we can look at the Monroney. I think this thing is rated at about 17 combined, because it does have the 3.4 liter V6 that puts out 349 horsepower. Yeah. So yeah, it's funny when you're in low range and you're kind of putting along the trail. Here, I'll hold it. You're putting your.
Sorry.
That's right. When you're kind of putting along, you would think that you would get better fuel economy, but in fact, you don't. You end up with worse fuel economy. So I suspect if you're trying to save on fuel, then this is not the.
Don't drive in low.
Yeah, don't drive in low. Exactly right.
Bicyclists.
Yep. See him?
Yep.
And this is probably about 2 miles to Gold Hill, and then we'll roll camera again when we get to Gold Hill. We made it to Gold Hill, James.
All right.
And this is a one-school town, and I say that because that's where the school is. It is definitely the only school up here.
I'm not holding out much luck here for the store. I'm not seeing anybody parked.
Well, it's still farther down.
Yeah.
And they do have concerts at the store, and then as well they have like a little dinner theater thing up here. So people come up here from Boulder on a Friday night, listen to music. It's just a nice little town. See, it's open.
Yep.
Museum open 12 to 5, and then the general store is where the cars are parked. So let's stop and pull in there, and then go get ourselves some pie, huh?
Cool. That works for me.
You know, James, we've been filming up here since 2009.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Must be a lot different.
I don't think it's that different. I feel Gold Hill certainly isn't different, but it just makes me feel very old to know that I've been up here for that many years.
Yeah.
But Gold Hill, I don't think they actually built any new buildings in those 15 years. So let's go inside. We'll show you what you can do here. You can grab a sandwich. A lot of bicyclists come up here as well. Come on over here, James. Apple pie, carrot cake, triple chocolate. What's good? What do you guys recommend? Sorry, we're doing a little video here.
Apple pie is made in-house.
Yeah?
So, and then the cookies are probably our most popular item, like by far.
All right. Well, should we change the plans? You want a cookie?
Sure.
Let's do. You want to do a cookie? You want to split one?
Yeah, that
All
works.
right. We'll do a cookie. Yeah. Are they?
Yeah.
Best cookie. All right.
All right. So just a cookie for you. Anything else? Get your own.
No, that's it.
That's it. Thanks.
All right. 546.
All right. Thank you very much.
Last year we sold around 6,000 of these.
Holy
cow.
cannoli!
And we always make them 6 at a time. So if you put that
It's
together,
1,000 batches.
Yeah.
You be the guinea pig, my man.
All right. Break it in half.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh.
Look at that.
Oh my God! All right, look at this. Look. Oh God!
Heck yeah.
All right. Oh, it just broke.
That's good.
Oh, salty, sweet, crunchy, and yet somehow smooth and messy. Well, guys, thank you for joining us on another Everything You Need to Know video about the Switzerland Trail. Hope this is helpful. Let me know in the comments below if there's any trails that you would like to see. And James, thank you for joining us.
No problem. Thanks for the cookie.
Oh, you bought it, man. And we'll see you guys next time. Ciao.